Completely out. Well, it's been fun, boys. I think I'm just gonna run out of fuel.
Thank you for calling Redland Liberty.
Hi, do you guys have premium gas?
No, sir, we don't have any kind of gas, sir.
Your call has been forwarded.
Hi, do you guys have premium gas?
We don't have premium gas.
You do?
Only regular gas.
Oh, regular. Okay, thank you.
Okay, so how may I help you? We are out of gas right now.
Okay, thank you. Hi, do you guys have premium gas?
Yes, we do.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. We are on the way. Let's roll. All right, supposedly found a gas station. Let's hope for the best. All right, guys, so to put this into perspective, this gas station is about 1 gallon of gas away. That means if they don't actually have premium, I've burned 2 gallons of gas going there and back to get nothing. So hoping for the best. Also, to put things into perspective, yeah, that's right, we have a potential tunnel bridge run, and yep, as you can hear, we are short shifting and we are not going for it. So yeah, I know it's a little disappointing right now. It's just a very unfortunate time because of how, look at that gas fuel gauge, gas level gauge, whatever you want to call it, the bottom left gauge that you can see right there. Yeah, we are like a little bit below 1/4 of a tank, so let's hope for the best.
Take the exit.
All right, guys, here is the Shell that says that they have premium fuel. Oh man, if they don't have it, I actually don't know. I guess there's a couple other gas stations, so I can check them out, but guys, it is like a Christmas miracle. Wait for it. All right, we are golden, guys. Got that full gas gauge. I've never been more excited. Actually, I've been pretty excited the first day I picked this car up, but either way, let's roll. Well, there's apparently gas out there. You just might have to call 8 places before you figure out which one has the gas. So luckily, we have a full tank of premium V-Power Shell fuel, so I am pretty happy with that outcome. Now off to drive a 911 Carrera Targa GTS and a 2018 Vanquish Volante with a ton of carbon options checked. So should be a pretty fun day. Let's go. We are pulling in right now to the Vanquish and 911 Targa GTS. The B7 is also here, but we will not be driving that today. I did get a chance to drive that for the first time. Awesome experience, to say the least. So go check out that vlog. It should be up before this one. So let's move the seat up first. The seat controls right down here. All right, guys, well, you can see pretty much every carbon fiber option is checked. We have the carbon fiber waterfall here. We have carbon fiber paddle shifters back here. If you can even see those, you can kind of see them through the steering wheel. We got carbon fiber side mirrors. We can go through the exterior later, but just listen to that glorious V8. That cold start just sounds incredible. This car has, I think, 5,000, is it 5,000 miles on it? I think it has 5,000 miles on it. It's a 2018 Vanquish Volante, which means we do have the rear passenger seats back there. That's right. And it is a convertible top, so this is a cloth top that comes down. So we're actually going to do a quick loop just because this car hasn't been driven in a I don't know, a month or two, I think. Wow, I was going for the clutch. Drive my car so often. All right, listen to that V12. Wait for it. I think that is the sport mode button, which we obviously have turned on, but this car is just absolutely incredible. It's just like, it's a luxury kind of grand touring supercar, and just the carbon fiber options. I think the carbon fiber really gives it that like sporty touch to it, but I absolutely love this color combo. Just the it's like a metallic-y maroonish or something, and then you have the matching stitching interior. You can see the stitching up there, the stitching on the seats, the Aston Martin logo on the headrests. I mean, the car just looks incredible and it sounds amazing. That V12, woof. I don't know why someone's walking along this road, but oh man, this thing just sounds incredible. That V12 sings. Let's go ahead and go to downshift. Sundays around here are terrible due to this exact reason. Yep, tons of bikers. Luckily, we have a nice V12 power plant to help us pass. Just give it a quick 2 downshifts. All right, guys, we're gonna do a quick once over on the car. So up here, you obviously have park, reverse, neutral, drive. So we pop it into park. You can see it's lit up right there. Up on the screen, you can see the P up top. But we're gonna go ahead and hop out of here. But look at that, just look at the stitching to match the exterior paint. You get the Vanquish along the door sills, carbon fiber paddle shifters. You have the carbon fiber side strakes with the integrated turn signals, the carbon fiber mirrors, carbon fiber hood vents. You have the carbon fiber front splitter all along the front, carbon fiber grille. This car just looks absolutely gorgeous. Carbon fiber side skirts here, just all of the options. That paint looks incredible in the sun right now. The Volante soft top, Vanquish S, that V12 engine note, that burble at idle, the whole carbon fiber rear diffuser there. You have the little wing there in the back, but this car just sounds and looks absolutely incredible. Let's get this back out onto the road, a little bit higher of a speed limit area, and really hear that V12 sing. Woo! It just sounds so good. So right now we are in drive auto mode. As soon as you click one of these paddle shifters, it will go into a manual mode, and that's what we will do here shortly. Oh, that sounds so good. All right, one more downshift. That V12 is glorious. Sorry guys, I'm holding the GoPro in my mouth. Got to watch out for these turkey vultures here. Get out of the way. Wait for it. Downshift. It just sounds incredible. Gorgeous interior. This car is exactly what you would expect, basically. It's a V12, like, grand luxury touring supercar. It sounds incredible. It's very comfortable. You get the convertible top. If you wanted to, you might be able to fit kids in the back seat. Adults, not really. The seats basically sit up flush with the rear seats. I think you might be able to fit a child seat in the back, but not 100% on that. They're basically pointless, but it's like, I don't know, they're there for whatever reason. It sounds incredible. That V12 just sounds awesome. However, if you want that sportier, slightly sportier car, smaller wheelbase, all that jazz, you go with the Vantage. They made a Vantage V12. They have the Vanquish V12. The Vanquish S, it checks all of the boxes for just like a comfortable, more like daily driver type car, which is awesome. But you know, there's a time and place for everything, and well, the time for that V12 is right now. There's so many bikers on this road though, that's what's terrible. Either way, this car is fantastic. I really enjoy driving it. It's funny because I keep going for the clutch because it just came out of my car. However, the next car we are getting into, the Targa GTS, it is a manual with carbon ceramic brakes, so it will be a very different experience than this. Much more like, you know, sporty, track-focused kind of car rather than a grand touring kind of car. Also, instead of being a 12-cylinder, it is half of that. It is a 6-cylinder, but either way, it should be very, very fun as well. Different experience, different time and place for both car, but nonetheless, just incredible driving experiences, and I cannot wait. This will actually be my first Porsche that I've ever driven. This car might have been the second Aston Martin that I ever drove. The owner of this car had a 2014 Vanquish before this one, which I think I drove once, and then I took this one out. This one is definitely peppier. You can feel the difference between 4 years. It was 2014, this is a 2018. This is also a Vanquish S, that was a Vanquish. So either way, they are both incredible machines, and I cannot wait to drive that Porsche. All right, one more time, guys. Woo! You can just hear that exhaust note open right up with the V12. We also have the, check out the key. This is what I do not have. This thing is just incredible. The crystal Aston Martin key that goes in there to start the engine just looks amazing. We have the swan doors, just like any Aston, but the two Astons parked up next to each other. So next up, we have the Targa manual GTS that is up on the lift. You can see the exhaust and everything from here. And the B7, if you haven't seen that, go check out that vlog. That was a very fun driving experience. Obviously more comfortable, probably more luxurious in a way than that Vanquish, just because it has like the massage seats and it's just so plush. Such a soft ride compared to what is obviously more of a sports car. But that car is just so comfortable. Either way, can't wait to get this Porsche out. But go ahead and take a look at the underside. We have the engine right under here in the back, just all crammed right in there. But this should be fun. Have the, let me move this seat up a little bit, take it out of gear, and then the keys on the left. Woof. 7-speed. All right, guys. So e-brake is manual, and then we have the 7-speed manual transmission. Let's go ahead and pop it into first, and away we go, I think. Let's hope we do not stall it. Wow. So let me just get this GoPro out of my mouth real quick. So this clutch is insanely light compared to my Vantage. It is a completely different feel. It catches the engagement level is much sooner than my Vantage. My Vantage engagement point is like almost all the way out, whereas this is, I don't know, maybe halfway, but it is also insanely light. I think this is a 2020 Targa GTS, but yeah, the yellow dials, you got the Porsche emblem right there. You have GTS in that center gauge tachometer cluster, the classic Porsche with the tachometer right there, and then that 7-speed manual transmission. The GTS yellow, you got the yellow seat belts to match. There are technically rear seats in this car as well, if you can even see those, but let's go. Wow, this thing pulls like a freight train. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay, I think I get the whole Porsche thing. These cars are incredible. Oh man, it feels insanely planted. The power of this, I mean, it's my understanding is it's a flat six. There's no turbo or anything like that. I don't think, at least, but it just like, oh my gosh. And this carbon ceramic brakes. Wow, talk about stopping. I mean, you hit those things and it's just like, whoa. Oh my goodness. This is a very, very fun driving experience. All right, I'll tell you what, I completely understand the love for Porsches. I mean, the power of this flat six is actually like, it's ridiculous. Now, it doesn't have quite the same, obviously, engine note of my V8 or even the V12, but it does sound good. And they do make aftermarket exhausts for cars like this. So it is always an option. Now, obviously, if you went with like a turbo model or something like that, you might get some turbo noises and things like that as well. But this car, the power is still ridiculous. I mean, I'm in third gear right now, and like when I go, I mean, it pulls. This thing really pulls. And this thing revs all the way up to like 7,000 RPM, which is pretty crazy. You have like the red line at like 7.375, all the way up to 8 is sort of the red dashes. So really revs to like 7,000, which is about in line with the V8 in my Aston Martin. This car is a blast, and I completely get why people love Porsches. It just, I mean, especially coming from the Vanquish S, this car is just so nimble and agile. It just like, just turning it on the road, it's, I mean, you just get that instant feedback from the steering wheel and the carbon ceramics. Oh my gosh. You just like tap them and the car just like, oh my, it just stops on a dime. Wow. Incredible. And the clutch is just so light, but I mean, that's really any newer car anyways. All right, guys, let's pop this thing into neutral. We have the electronic brake down here. I think you push it forward. Yep, so you see that red light come on, you can see that the brake is now engaged. So if we take my foot off the clutch, we should be good. We are just going to go ahead and turn her off. We have the, so this key, it just like stays in there. The key is actually in my pocket right here, but we're gonna go ahead and just give this car a little once over. So you can see interior, we have this blue that matches the exterior paint color. We have the black Targa strip on the top, but that blue speck looks incredible. We have the black wheels. We have the yellow GTS and yellow brake calipers to match it, but that blue just absolutely glistens in the sun. Just absolutely incredible. The black soft top Targa 4 GTS. We can walk around the back real quick. That's all blacked out as well. Absolutely love the spec on this car. Just nice and subtle, but wow, the handling is insane. You have that 7-speed manual transmission, Targa 4 GTS, GTS up there. You have GTS on the floor mats. This thing just sounds incredible. So we're gonna go ahead and start her back up. You put your foot on the clutch, foot on the brake, and oof, there we go, guys. All right. Get her back out on the road here. So reach down here, and I think you just pull this towards you, and then it turns off. Brake turns off up there. Go ahead and throw her into first, and away we go. Wow, second gear really pulls. Oh man. All right, and then go. Wow. And those carbon ceramics. Woo. Oh man. Quite a car. So this car is interesting. Like, I don't think there's a turbo on it, but it almost sounds like it. I think it's just the air being sucked in like right behind you that you can hear, but like, I don't know, it makes like the right noises. I just wish there was a little bit louder like engine note on it. But I mean, when it just like hits the power band at like 33, maybe 4,000 RPM, and it just it just pulls. It just pulls. I mean, it's all-wheel drive, right? It's a Targa 4 GTS, so all-wheel drive. But man, this car is just so engaging, so much fun. Oh, this thing wasn't even in sport mode. Guys, we got the, boom, sport mode. There we go. All right. All right, sport mode. Oh, wow. Wow. And then the carbon ceramics just stop on a dime. Oh, man. Woo. Gotta love those downshifts. Wow. Wow. It just, I mean, it feels incredible. Oh, man. Wow. I mean, I get it. Like, this car is the perfect, I can't even imagine like a GT3 RS, GT2 RS, a turbo. Like, this car already feels nuts, like an insane track weapon. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Now, I don't know if you guys can hear it, but you do get some burbles. So we're in 4th gear doing 40. If we give it a little bit of gas, as you feel it sort of slowing down, you can hear the blub, 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 blub. It sounds good. I mean, it's a very, very fun car. Yeah, I get it. I know I've said this like 5 times on this video probably now, but I get the Porsche experience. Well, granted, I feel like I'm more enthusiastic about this car than the Vanquish S. That's because I have driven the Vanquish S before. I have an Aston of my own, and like, I get the appeal of an Aston. They sound incredible. They look incredible. I mean, what more do you want, right? A V12, all the carbon fiber options. But like, this car it's just so nimble. The manual is fantastic, super light clutch. The carbon ceramics are just spot on. Like, the braking is just on a dime. Your head's flying forward as you hit those brakes. So yeah, it is it's a fun car. It's a very fun car. Highly recommend getting into a 911 if you have not already, especially a manual if you can. But yeah, fun car. So one other thing I just realized is that halfway through the drive, when I put it into sport mode, it's that exhaust thing, you can see that light up right there. So that is the sport exhaust that lights up, and that gives you those extra burbles and really opens it up so it sounds nice. And it kind of gives you all the right noises at that point. Like, it is fun. I mean, you could put a louder exhaust on this thing, but it does pretty much check most of the boxes. Aside from the fact that if you were to pull into a shopping center and there's 20 other 911s parked in there, you know, like, unless you have like a GT3 or GT2 RS with a crazy wing, this car is nice and subtle, which is like, you know, I guess kind of nice as like a nice daily or a fun track weapon. It's not like a crazy exotic supercar, but I mean, the handling, the engine, the brakes, the transmission, I mean, that clutch and this manual gearbox are fantastic. So much fun. All right, guys. That V12, I mean, there's nothing like it. Woof. This thing is much louder inside, but that's obviously because I have an aftermarket exhaust, Velocity AP. Again, you guys have outdone yourselves. Well, obviously I want to say a huge thank you to the owner of both of those cars. That was incredibly fun. Yeah, I get the whole Porsche thing now. The V12 Vanquish S, as per usual, sounds incredible. That V12 it just sings, right? But we are back in the V8 manual 6-speed Vantage. We're gonna enjoy this car, but I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and until next time, thanks for watching.